This is what this disc is for. It's just for fun. You should just get a Polecat. I think that's it. That's the video. Just get a Polecat. They're awesome. This thing's almost useless, but if I put it in my bag, some people might think I'm kind of cool. This is the review that you've all been waiting for. The Halo Polecat. This is hands down the most sought after disc ever, most collectible disc, coolest disc, cutest disc. It's just the best disc ever. I have not thrown these yet. I've had these for a week and a half. It's been killing me, but I wanted to get my pure reaction to throwing this on film for my Halo Polecat review. Now, I actually bag a DX Polecat. In my opinion, it's a very useful disc. It is a utility disc. It's very understable, but not glidey. So it kind of like flips and drops. Kind of unique. It works really well. Like you're in the woods, you can't get a forehand or a backhand, and you just need to kind of get something to flip, turn, and dump. Now, given that these are Halo plastic, they should be more stable. It'll be interesting to see what that does to a really understable disc. So we're gonna throw them. I'll throw this one once so you can see what the heck this thing does. And then we'll talk about it. We got a good 300 feet if we go straight out this way. So I don't think the Polecat's going 300 feet. First throw Halo Polecat, I'm gonna go maybe like 2/3 power, normal hyzer angle for me. Get a wind read. Little headwind, just a breeze. Let's see what it does. So I'm bad at disc golf. Dude, all that excitement of waiting all freaking week long to throw it, and that's what I do. Let's try again. It was first throw of the day. Okay. So first throw, still very understable, but does seem fairly torque resistant. It had a late turn. Very interesting. Let's get that and throw that again. All right, after walking out there, the wind is a bit worse. There's a building right here and there's an opening. So once the disc got out there, the wind picked up. So that's probably why it turned a bit more. I'm gonna throw it here 2 more times. Then we'll go across the field and throw it against the wind the other way to get a little bit of wind read. Now, if I'm trying to be perfectly honest about this review, this is a weird disc. Look at the rim. It's like a lid, straight up a lid. It's really hard to hold on to. Like, the power grip kinda works. The fan grip feels kinda funky. So grip might be a big issue because, again, look at this thing. This is a weird, it's like a lid. I'm gonna go more hyzer and more torque. I'm gonna try to go straight. We're gonna go power grip. Dude, it kind of flies like a catch frisbee, like that flip, like an ultimate disc. I never played ultimate, so take that with a grain of salt. But it kind of flipped up and just gently turns. It'd be really interesting to see what happens with these so they break in. I'm gonna try to put it on like a crazy amount of hyzer. See see how much it'll flip up. Wow, that was really good. That was probably close to 300 feet with it. I'm gonna have to measure that one. I said I'd throw this, so just for perspective, I'm gonna throw DX Polecat. I mean, it got the same distance. That was a lot of hyzer. I'm gonna do a screenshot of how much hyzer I threw those discs. Maybe a side by side. Ranged it. That straight one went 265. It's pretty good for a Polecat. A lot of hyzer though. A couple takeaways. The power grip actually kind of feels okay. At first it feels funny because it's so thin, but it's also fairly deep. So it actually power grip's kind of nice. The fan grip just feels like crap. I could see the forehand feeling kind of okay, but this thing is so understable. I don't know why you would forehand it. Maybe like touchy, like little soft flick approaches to turn over. Maybe, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna throw these a few more times, get a little more feel for it, and then give you my final thoughts on the highly sought after, very elusive, beautiful Halo Polecat. All right, I just switched to the other side of the field, get the counter wind. So over there, there's kind of like a headwind, slight. Over here, it's gonna be more of a tail. So actually, I could show you right here. There's this opening in the building. So the air is actually coming this way and then turning. So when we were throwing from there, we were getting a bit of a headwind, but then once it made it out in the field, we were getting this crosswind, which was really helping it turn. So just to eliminate that, we're gonna throw it right here, where we're gonna have a left to right off the bat, and then it'll probably turn into a tailwind. So we'll see how that late flight stability is in this scenario. You can see off here in the distance where my truck and the fire hydrant is. That's where we were throwing from before. I'm gonna throw right back at it, and hopefully I don't hit either of those cars. Hopefully. We're gonna go same thing, 2/3 power-ish, normal hyzer angle. Didn't give it the height. Still look fairly understable. I could edit that out so it doesn't seem like I'm like so bad, but I'm gonna leave it in so you just know it's not like I'm good or anything. I'm just as bad as you. Okay, still kind of understable, but we didn't really get that late flip over like we saw going with the crosswind cross reference, because everyone knows how a normal DX Polecat feels. We're gonna throw this again. Guaranteed this is gonna flip over. So I'm gonna say here, the DX Polecat and the Halo Polecat don't seem that different. They're different, believe me, they're different. But like when you compare like a Leopard 3 and a Halo Leopard 3, they're very different. The stability is massively different. But this Polecat doesn't seem that different, which is kind of cool. Because a lot of times you're like, I want to Halo this because it looks cool, but my arm, it's made out of spaghetti and I can't throw it. So I guess anyone can throw a Polecat. You should just get a Polecat. I think that's it, that's the video. Just get a Polecat, they're awesome. I will note, in that flight, you saw it flipped up, it kind of just pushes down. So both the DX and the Halo Polecat seem to have that same thing where there's just not a lot of speed, not a lot of glide. It wants to flip, but then it kind of just like, bleh, it kind of just melts into the ground while turning. It kind of has that feel of the Berg, where the Berg just kind of like drops. The Halo Polecat does the same kind of deal, but has like an understable finish. It's kind of unique. I'd be interested to see what a beat-in baseline Berg would fly like in comparison to a Halo Polecat. Maybe I'll do that down the road. All right, we're gonna throw 2 more, then we're gonna call it on the video. I'm gonna try to throw these like basically upside down and really hard and see how much flip and turn they can get, just for fun. So, hey, this is what this disc is for. It's just for fun. So I'm gonna try to come at it and really like straight up underneath me, throw it. Super hyzer, ultimate hyzer. Well, that was crazy. A little bit nose up. I can't believe how I could throw it like this and it comes out nose up, but one more time. Ultimate hyzer, Polecat, power grip, full rip. Well, that's just fun. Why not do it with the last one? Tell you what, it's really, really hard to get angle and height control when you're throwing the disc like that. This is the DX one. That really shows how much more understable that DX Polecat is. Final thoughts on the Halo Polecat. Look how blunt that is. It is slow, low speed, low glide, understable, but surprisingly torque resistant. As long as you're putting hyzer on it, it flips up and it turns, but it doesn't seem to really burn over into a roller. Like, I have plenty of neutral or understable putters that if I torqued them that hard, they would go into a roller. This thing, as long as you put it on hyzer, it seems to fight the torque fairly well, considering how understable it is. Next thing, grip, very interesting. I feel like the grip can be a make or break point for a lot of throwers. And 3, this thing is so freaking cool. If you don't have this in your bag, you're basically like a loser. Like, what? Like, do you even meme? Like, it's a meme disc. It's hilarious, but it's useful. You should bag a Polecat. You should go out, throw one, and be like, wow, this thing's almost useless, but if I put it in my bag, some people might think I'm kind of cool. And isn't that why we play golf? So some people think you're kind of cool. Smash the like button.